Our idea of redemption is always different from God's idea of redemption. In other words, we picture redemption, I want to fix it now, I want to solve now, I want it to go away now. And in fact, if you don't, I'm going to be disappointed and I'm not going to worship you, God. So I want you to rescue me on my terms. When in reality, redemption never looks like what we want it to look like, because we want our redemption to look like a painless redemption. And God's redemption always includes pain. Just look at the cross. He used suffering and pain and death to bring about redemption, and the same will be true with our story. But the heart of the Father is that he can identify with you in your pain, because the price that he paid to purchase your freedom cost him greatly. The life of his own Son. So even in the pain, he enters in with you. This isn't like arm's length, distant, cold, calculated, non-caring father, like pulling a few bucks out of his pocket and paying it off. This is entering into the pain himself at great cost to his own comfort to purchase for you your freedom and your joy and your redemption and your rescue. He said, Josh, tell them that we often define a blessed life wrongly because we define it as an absence of trials. God defines the blessed life not as the absence of trials, but rather the experiencing of his presence. The blessed life is not the life disconnected from trial and heartache and pain and suffering on this earth, in this life. The definition of a blessed life in this earth, in this life, is the presence of God in the midst of the greatest tragedy we could experience. You see, Israel stood on the edge of Egypt, and they could stay in the suffering and enslavement of Egypt, or they could walk out into the wilderness. And I'll never forget, it hit me when I was in college reading Exodus. It hit me just like a wave. What made the redemption and rescue of Israel so amazing, so wonderful, so glorious was not the absence of their tormentors. Rather, it was the presence of their Redeemer with them in the wilderness. That's a big deal. So often we use God as a lackey and a broker to get what we want, the freedom of comfort, or for the freedom from pain, so we can go worship other gods. Rather, God's saying, I am your comfort. I am your freedom. I am your healing. So if nothing in your circumstances change tomorrow, you can rejoice and act and live as if you're free because I'm with you. I am your promised land. I bring the promised land to you in my Son, Jesus Christ. The presence of God in the midst of trial will always be better than the absence of God and the absence of trial.